What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Big Bro and Little Sis Reacts. I'm Tamash. This is Ted.
Hi.
And today we are on Star Wars The Clone Wars Season 7, Episode 9. Yes, I believe we're on Episode 9. So last episode, we had the sisters and Ahsoka escape the prison of the Pikes. We seen that Satine's sister and two of her other assailants, I forget their names, they escaped me, were watching Ahsoka and noticed that she was just there in general, and I'm guessing that they want her to help take down Maul so they can reclaim Mandalore.
Okay.
So, are we on episode 8? I said 9. Yes, episode 8.
Together again.
Yes. Together again. So we're just gonna jump into this one and see where it takes us.
And use her skills to aid in their escape. Fearing her new friends will feel betrayed by this revelation.
I remember.
She
She said, "That's so sad." That's
you
horrible.
pretend to be sick or dead. What do you think we should do, Ahsoka? Let's look at how we got here. Oh, I know the answer to that. We're here because you convinced Trace to dump the spice, and she did. I never told her to do that. Wait, so you're blaming me for this? If we went through with my original deal, we'd be back on Coruscant counting our money right now. But your original deal was the problem. For you. For me as well. When did this happen? What? The two of you against me, when it was always just you and me, Trace. Always. Rafa, I'm not choosing sides here. I'm just siding with her. Only in this case, Rafa. But I look out for you. She's your friend today, but what about tomorrow? And the next day? What about then? You need to trust me. Me? Trust
You're gonna
you.
have to use the Force.
We each played a part in getting here. Now we need to do the same to get out, but we have to trust each other. What choice do I really have?
It's gonna be the time for Ahsoka to fight.
So, are you ready to make a choice?
Depends what the choices are.
Pay your debt or watch your friends die. Slowly.
I want to cut a deal with you. Alone. What?
You would betray your friends.
Trust me. They're not my friends.
Where is my spice?
They hid the spice off world. I don't know where. Send them to go get it and give them one rotation. If they don't come back, I'll tell you where their family's from. That should motivate them. Ahsoka, why would you say that? Because she's a snake, just like I warned you.
And what do you get out of all of this?
Freedom?
Just my percentage. A small price to pay for a rather large spice shipment once it's returned to you.
Very well. You have one rotation to bring back my spice. If you don't, I'll torture the information out of your friend here and kill her, you, and your family.
Okay. So what's the next
I won't forget this.
part of the plan? Oh, Roth.
This is another deception. I know, but I don't have much of a choice. I must regain that spice. My life depends on it as much as theirs.
Ooh.
Maul.
He will find out about this. He knows. He always knows.
Maul. But I'm wondering, it seems like Rafa and Trace didn't get that Ahsoka was just saying that to...
Bring back the spice.
Right, because they don't have any family.
Right. So I don't know if they were playing along, but they just, I don't know, they didn't sound too convincing to me that they believed. And I already know Rafa's gonna be like, well, just leave her. Because what else would the plan have been? They didn't even have time to fully discuss things.
I didn't scout the Jedi leaving with the others. Keep watch. I want to know the instant she leaves the Citadel. What are you up to?
Maybe she just wanted to be alone. That makes sense because she could escape easier.
I still don't understand what Ahsoka was thinking. She knows we don't have any family. Exactly. But she has no leverage. We don't have to go back. What she did back there, giving herself up for us, that's rare. You don't see that much. You mean that was her plan? I thought that was clear. Trust me? Come on, Trace. Okay, but if that's true, how is she gonna escape? I don't know, but I'm not gonna let her try, because if she does, she'll hold it over my head. Wait, you're going back to help her, so you can one-up her? Now you're catching on. So how do we
That's
rescue Ahsoka without
unexpected.
getting captured again? By delivering the spice, of course.
What? Okay, yeah, I didn't see any of this coming, so I don't know what in the world. I mean, I understand everything everybody's saying, but I just didn't expect that from them. Let alone Rafa.
She's annoying. How did they not hear that?
She's silent.
The doors. So loud.
They're probably not as loud as the TV makes them.
Since I'm here, might as well do some good.
Yeah, she's definitely better off on her own because she's not as restricted trying to hide her identity.
We're stealing spice from the Pikes to trade it back for Ahsoka? Yes, exactly. Now be quiet. This is Transport 1519, coming in for a spice pickup.
There is no record of your shipment.
There must be some kind of mix-up. I'll clear it all up when I get on the ground. Hey, so, you got some spice for me?
I told you I do not have your shipment listed anywhere.
You've never done a special request pickup?
Ha! Very rarely.
Then today is one of those very rarely situations. Look, pal, I don't want to get you in trouble, but this is coming from up top, if you know what I mean. So why don't you just start loading the spice onto my ship?
But I can't just give it to you.
Hey, I'm following instructions. You should too. Start loading things up. I'm on a tight schedule.
But
If it makes you feel better, go find your boss. But when he asks what the holdup is, I'm gonna tell him it's your fault. So while you go get in trouble, I'm gonna start loading up my ship. Come on, guys. Let's get moving.
Okay, she's good. I'll give her that.
When she needs to be. She ain't though. But right now, when she needs to be, she's good though. I don't know. That makes sense.
I find it hard to believe she's gonna blow up
I assure
everything with.
This delay does not change things. We will proceed as planned.
You are but one small piece moving in this mechanism which I have designed, and yet when you falter, it jeopardizes everything. Do you understand?
I understand that the Republic is cracking down on my operations. Just a week ago, they raided one of my shipments arriving on Coruscant.
Well, they're Jedi.
I don't know. None of my men made it out.
But then the answer is yes.
Can he do that? On a hologram? You can just look?
Yeah.
It doesn't seem that way because when they're on the receivers, you usually just see the body.
I have things to attend to other than your incompetence. Make sure there are no more delays, and if there are, I am certain Crimson Dawn would love the opportunity to take control of your operation.
Place members of the collective against one another.
An efficient way to deal with our kind of business.
Surely Maul knows we do not jump to his demand.
Would you care to make that clear to him?
Right. Because ain't nobody beat him.
Sir, come quickly. The prisoners escaped.
I feel like she's going to try to make a deal with them if she gets caught to take down Maul. But I don't think she'll get caught. What I was saying earlier, I find out how to believe that she's just going to blow this place up with all these people in it.
Transmission log. Let's find out where you are. Mandalore. What's Maul doing there?
I knew you were no petty smuggler. Who are you?
Wouldn't you like to know? So, okay, I didn't think she would get caught. Okay, there we go. Man.
A Jedi. Are your friends Jedi as well?
No, just me. They have no idea.
Well then, the Jedi Council will regret sending you here.
So one of two things is gonna happen. The Satine's sister's gonna come save her, or she's gonna plead with them to try and kill Maul.
Is there a timer on the bomb?
I believe so. Probably like a 10-minute.
There isn't one, is there? You little liar. He's right behind you. All right.
You don't have authorization to be here. I'm shutting you down.
Authorization? Yeah, of course. Makes sense.
Let me see the ship's manifest.
Great idea. Trace, why don't you give him the manifest? What? I mean, right.
You're not going anywhere.
Hey, what do you know? I got your manifest right here. Yes, kill her.
I'm dead.
That's a big man. Reptile. How are you gonna get out this one? I know they're used to fighting, but that's a big old... I better do something. Look, he just grabbing her one-handed, tossing her around.
See ya, pal.
She didn't drop it. Wow.
Come on! Who's this? Hey!
More resourceful than I thought.
It's me. Nice work. Come on.
Way more resourceful than I thought. So then they're gonna save us. This was... I don't know what's going on here. I can't predict nothing right.
Speaking of perfect timing,
Stop what you're doing. Look, you don't have to execute her. We brought your spice back.
Foolish. We know you are both working for the Republic and this Jedi.
No, they don't.
her? A Jedi? Come on.
I see. So it is true. The Jedi used you both. How unfortunate that your stupidity is so authentic.
Why didn't you tell me? How could I? After what you told me about your parents.
Wait, so you're actually a Jedi?
Was a Jedi.
So you're not a Jedi?
I was trained, but I left.
You can do that?
Prepare to execute them all.
Look, now is really not the time to explain all this.
Here come the...
Yeah, you know when the
Who's
time
that?
was?
The bombs.
When we were in prison, you should have told me.
There we go. They're pretty useless, just staring and not helping anybody.
After them, or we'll all suffer the consequences.
Looks like y'all gonna suffer unless those ships are about to chase them.
I'm sorry I couldn't tell you before, Trace.
She should have
You're
said
a
extra.
Jedi. I assume you're a good shot. Yes. Then shoot something. Got another one. Closing point. 4-6. Keep it tight. I'm on it. I'm thinking right. Keep it. Got it. We've lost the rear deflector shields. And the gun. Hang on. What are you doing? We might have lost the rear deflectors, but we still have the front.
A head-on collision? She bold.
This is a good idea. Yeah. I'm gonna agree with Ahsoka.
Yeah, Trace don't really make great ideas. I'd be worried. I'd be really worried right now.
Glad we could help.
I think that's the team's sister. The remaining Death Watch members.
So, you're not going to arrest me for spice smuggling? Why would I do that? Well, you're a Jedi, right? Don't you make a living tracking down criminals like me? I told you, I was a Jedi. I don't understand. Why would anyone walk away from being a Jedi? It's complicated. No offense, but I don't want to hear your complicated story. Let me level with you. You might not think of yourself as a Jedi, but you act like one. Or at least how I want them to be. She's right. We got in over our heads. Without you, we'd be done for. Jedi or not, I consider you my friend.
Oh, I'm
Isn't this sweet?
glad to end on a good note.
Making friends?
Trace and Rafa, back away.
So you remembered me.
Don't worry. Death Watch is gone. And now, you and I have a common enemy. Maul.
If they were listening, did they hear the part about her not
I
being a
need your
Jedi?
help.
Right.
Once we're underway, I will explain everything.
You're just assuming I'm coming with you?
You
Even-
have 5 minutes to decide.
Oh, okay. Or what?
Sounds like she needs your help.
No, I'm really
Just
curious.
we
Like,
did. But if I go down this path, I'm afraid where it might lead. You mean back to the Jedi? Yes. Go. It's what you're meant to do. Rafa's right. Alright. But let me keep my bike here. Just in case. Deal.
so basically, they taught her she was always doing the right thing. The Jedi are flawed, but Anakin, as much as I know what Anakin turns into, he was a good Jedi. I think the fact that they ignore their feelings and become emotionless is part of the reason people don't like them and part of the big problem. Oh crap. And part of the big problem with Jedi. The fact that Anakin and Ahsoka defy the part about them, like they do use their emotions and they do take more risks and evaluate things differently than average Jedi. And I think when Rafa seen that, she's like, you know, I kind of like you as a Jedi. Like, you are what I expect a Jedi to be. Not how, like, Luminar's like, oh, their family died. I'm sorry that happened. It'll mean something. Whatever she said. You know, she was just emotionless. Like, she didn't care. I did what I had to do. Ahsoka feels her actions. She feels bad. And she tries her best to put others first and then figure herself out. And I think that's what they respect about Ahsoka. And I think that's kind of how Anakin trained her to be, and that's how he does things. He does things a little more aggressively. But
Right.
still, I mean, the point is,
I
she
feel
was like a
like
perfect Jedi.
Sometimes Anthony needs anger management classes.
Anthony? You got one more time to call him Anthony.
Oh,
Anakin.
No, bad. Anakin. It's just like that name won't.
Anakin Skywalker. Call him anything but Anthony.
No, I'm gonna keep calling him that because I can't remember.
But I'm really excited. There's only 4 episodes left, so I'm excited to see how this goes, how she gets back with Anakin, how she faces Maul, how she gets her lightsabers, all that good stuff. And if Order 66 is gonna happen, I'm pretty sure it is. But I'm excited to see it in action and I just feel like there's not enough time. I feel like there's not enough episodes. I feel like there's so many questions. We haven't seen General Grievous, Dooku, none of them. Like, there's just so many questions, and I feel like this season, I feel like this Ahsoka arc could have been condensed a little more, maybe 2 episodes. Did we really need 4 episodes with a Bad Batch that led nowhere? Like, I feel like there were just other things that could have been done to me. But whatever.
I see what you're saying. They put too much time into one main focus.
Right, if you want to do the Bad Batch, an episode or 2 is fine. 4 episodes that led nowhere, questionable. Very questionable. Unless they're going to lead to somewhere else. Unless the Bad Batch are going to show up in these final 4 episodes and save the day, I think that arc was useless to put here. It was cool to see him, but I think 1 or 2 episodes would have sufficed.
I think you could have cut down to like 3.5, and then like in the middle of that 3rd episode, they could have got to where we like are now, and then this episode could have.
But see that they couldn't do that because the Bad Batch, the arc didn't lead anywhere. So, only thing we got out of that is like an Anakin and Ahsoka talk. I mean, Anakin and Padme talk. We got Echo back, and we took down a spider guy. I mean, we didn't really get anywhere with that arc. I don't know. Maybe it was something that we haven't seen yet that's gonna... Because it had a lot of focus on Rex and his decisions too, so maybe that'll come to head later on. But anyway, great episode. I'm excited to see where it goes.
Yeah, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and we will see you very soon.
Yes, let us know what you guys thought of this episode and what you think going forward and what you think of the whole season going, so far. Bye.